This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com. Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, let's take a look at the gold market. Well guys, on Friday our forum member Triantos has posted the chart of another retail broker of the gold market. This chart shows that in fact the gold market has shown the wash and rinse of the 1180s lows on the daily and weekly time frame chart. That's the event that we have expected to see, but on my chart of the Alperi UK it looks different, and there is no wash and rinse. The market hasn't hit the 1180s lows and hasn't completed this ABCD pattern that you see now on the daily time frame chart, as well as some minor targets, particularly speaking the 1618 extension of that butterfly. Okay, we see here some intraday charts, targets on the intraday chart that stands in the area between 1160 1175. Well, that's why on the previous research we have said that in fact we could get into the trap, because gold market very often shows the upward action. It seems that market reversed to the upside, but in fact this becomes a trap later, and market returns right back down, hit the targets, and only after that return it turns to some real action after that. So that's why when I see the first bounce up right on the 31st of December, it was really suspicious for me, and my first reaction was to do not trust with this upward action, because I see on the Alperi UK chart that market hasn't hit the significant targets. But when Triantos has sent me the chart when in fact gold market has hit these targets, I have decided to investigate this question, and today I take a look at spot gold on London Exchange, and what is more significant is COMEX futures, the continuation futures contract on the COMEX on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And in reality, I have posted this chart in our weekly research, and in reality this chart shows that indeed was the wash and rinse of the previous low. So continuation futures chart of the gold futures shows that market really has cleared out the previous lows. As COMEX chart deserve much more relation than just some retail broker chart, any of them, I mean Alperi or some other, so it doesn't matter. I think that we probably should have the risk right now, should have taken the risk right now, and treat the current situation as the wash and rinse really has happened, because we just can't ignore this moment that the really futures shows that this really has happened. That's why current upward action we will treat as the action after the wash and rinse, and that wash and rinse has happened in reality. Because if this is really true, this will turn our previous analysis from top to bottom, because the situation should be changed drastically if the wash and rinse really has happened. At the same time, as market just has started this move up, I have to say that the risk of our mistake with this wash and rinse, really happen or not, still holds. It means that we could get in this trap that if that was in reality, it will appear that was no wash and rinse right here. So I hope you understand why this moment is really significant, because this is a really significant question whether market hit the target, has hit the target or not. That's will lead us to absolutely different conclusions. But currently all our daily analysis will based on the thought that market has hit the daily target, and this is really the reaction on the wash and rinse of the previous 2013 lows, and reaction on the target of this big ABCD pattern. Okay, so I suggest you dedicate some time to our weekly research on gold market, because there, especially on the long-term analysis, we have estimated the possible targets of the upward retracement if it will happen, and in general appearing of the deep retracement right now that could take really significant period of time, maybe the half of the year, maybe even longer. It stands absolutely in agreement with the previous action on the gold market, the action that we saw previously on the Australian dollar, and from some other moments. You will understand what I'm talking about if you will read our analysis. In the short-term perspective, the first destination that market could achieve is the 1250 resistance. That's straight resistance of that most recent swing down. That is also, you take a look, the monthly pivot resistance one, and daily level of overbought. That's a significant area, and that will be our nearest target. Well, depending on how market will behave on the lower time frame chart, it will tell us whether we will get lucky and take the position prior market hit this target, or we will have to wait the bounce down from this level to take the position. So if you take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, you'll see that in fact here we have smaller double bottom pattern, because this wash and rinse was also the clear out of these lows as well. Not only the lows, the major lows around 1180, but also for these lows on the 4-hour time frame chart. That is also the double bottom pattern. The target of this pattern, as you know, the distance between distance that equals to the length of the bottoms counted to the neckline and counted right to the upside from the also from the neckline to the upside. This will give us the same areas around 1215. That corresponds to the level on the daily time frame, to this resistance. So trend has shifted bullish here, and now in the short-term perspective we just need to estimate whether the market will show some bounce down prior that it will hit this target. So if we will take a look at the hourly time frame chart, we'll see that market is forming here some housing pattern, that is the rising wedge. It's accompanied by the bearish divergence, so the MACD indicator. And take a look. On Friday, market has formed here the tweezer tops pattern. This pattern is the reversal pattern. It's not as strong as, say, engulfing, but this is still the reversal pattern, and it could trigger the retracement down. This is the kind of pattern that you will not see very often on the markets, but that's by the way the excellent opportunity to you to see how it in reality looks like. So that is the tweezer tops, and it could trigger the retracement down. Well, if this retracement down will happen, then the suitable level to watch for the potential turning to the upside stands right here. That is 3 support 1218 fib support. And take a look, this level coincides with the neckline of the double bottom pattern. So if market in fact will return right back down, retest this neckline and continue move up, well, that will be absolutely normal price action. Maybe retracement will be a bit smaller. Maybe market will show that's a bit smaller retracement, who knows. Maybe market will retest just these highs. That's also possible. But wherever retracement will be, the destination point that we have stands around 1250, because that will be really significant resistance, and odds suggest that market will probably show at least minor bounce from this level. Also take a look at this daily time frame chart. So since here we have the butterfly, it could shift to the reverse head and shoulders pattern. That has absolutely special meaning for longer term perspective, for the longer term analysis that you could read in our weekly research. But if this will be the head and shoulders, and I think that it really could be, then the next target will be somewhere around this confidence support. This level is also significant by another reason. So that's all that I would like to say about the gold market. The price action here is really intriguing, and there are some really valuable moments that we should keep an eye on in the nearest future, on the next week in particular. So let's see what will happen. In the 2 words, we just need to wait some bounce down and to search the possibility to take the long position. The next and the nearest target to the upside stands around 1250.